Turn left onto Colorado 72 East.
Morning everybody, Saturday morning, 6:45. Today, big ride today, 6 hours. I'm gonna go on this route, which I haven't done yet, but my coach wanted me to do. It just goes through a bunch of different places here in town, technically out of Boulder. It's not a flat ride. Ideally, I would like to do this kind of rides with a friend or somebody else, just because, you know, sometimes you just go really far from home, and you go to some of these areas, especially like the parts that are really high, that don't have cell phone reception and things like that. But I'm excited. It's supposed to be pretty day today, so that's good. Probably like 60s or 70s even. So I'm just gonna get ready soon and head out. Gotta do this.
I just made it to this part of the ride where it's gonna put me really close to this convenience store. I'm gonna stop to refuel. Then I'm gonna get on the peak-to-peak highway, keep on toward, and then go back home. Hopefully. Had to miss my exit, so turn left onto Colorado 72 East. Peaceful Valley. Okay, I'm on the peak-to-peak highway. You can see that beautiful peak over there. I'm probably halfway to get to this town called Ward. Once I get to Ward, basically it's a big chunk of the rest of the ride is downhill. So right now, this part of the so from that that shop in Raymond to Ward is 10 miles. Probably been riding about 4. I'm tired. This is a hard ride. I thought that this remaining 6 miles on peak to peak were going to be relatively flat or rolling hill. It's definitely rolling hill, but I just hit a section that was all climb. It wasn't that bad, but you know, it's not easy. I mean, I've been riding almost 4 hours already, so I'm going to keep going. And I made it to the town of Ward. Very, very small town. This is a popular place to stop and refuel when you're doing long rides. This place. So I'm just eating and drinking something. I'm tired, but I'm really happy that now it's pretty much all done. Okay, I need to take a shower, but I knew that today's ride was going to be hard for several reasons. One, it was going to be long, okay? This is the first time in the year that I'm doing 6 hours. Yes, I've been doing 5 hours. 5 hours, I don't know,
15, but you know, it's always hard. So 1 is time. 2, it was not going to be one of those flat rides. 3, you know, when you climb, you go up, you know, in areas where you're basically by yourself. And that's one of the things that I found, you know, I'll be honest, one of the reasons why I don't like to go out by myself when I do this kind of rides, just because I don't know, sometimes it's hard just to be out by yourself in the middle of nowhere with no cell phone reception. And I'll be honest too, like one of my biggest fears is to get a flat tire. I know how to change a flat, but I'm not an expert, so it takes me time. It's stressful for me, and so I was thinking about that too. What else? I mean, the weather was great, okay, so no problem there. Actually, I overdressed today big time, and there were moments where I was just feeling really hot. But like today, there's a moment where you go up this section of the ride on this road called the Peak to Peak Road, and I was supposed to get from this point to this other point. You know, this other point was this little town called Ward. I was familiar with that destination, but I was not familiar with like several of the other places that I went today. So that's another thing that I don't like to do when I'm by myself, go to places that I've never been to. For some reason, when I get to this part of the ride, which is the Peak to Peak Road, and I needed to ride like a total of 10 miles, I thought, okay, you know, 10 miles to get to, my goal was to get to Ward, because my goal was to get to a place that I knew and where I would mentally feel like, okay, I know where I am, I know I'm still I know I still have to go, you know, maybe 1 or 2 more hours, 1 hour, but at least I know where I am, because I was in the middle of these places that I was not very familiar with. So that was my goal. And so when I needed to ride this 10 miles, I thought, okay, 10 miles is not that bad to get, you know, to this little town. But those 10 miles were like, I was tired already because I've been climbing, and then I took a pit stop, refuel, and then I kept going. And you know, that for some reason I thought that the climbing part was going to be over. And that didn't happen. So that was a mental thing, you know, like I thought, oh, I'm done with the climbing, you know, I'm just gonna keep riding flat. No, you keep going up, or you keep going rolling hills, and that part was a little ugly. It was hard, but luckily I just kept going, and it was so great when I saw you know, the sign for the town of Ward, because again, this is my familiar place. So I was like, okay, I know where I am right now. It just felt awesome. I think that the best part of this ride again is this mental thing. It's awesome to see how you can keep improving on the mental aspect, and of course on the physical aspect. But you know, the mind is so powerful, can do so many crazy things. So I'm really excited about today's workout. I feel that I'm improving. Another thing that I was gonna say about the bike ride, that I was saying I wish I had a friend with me or a training buddy, but at the end, really, it's like moments like this, you know, that really help to build that character and that mental strength, especially if you are doing, you know, this kind of endurance races, right? Because you're out there by yourself, you know, nobody is gonna ride with you. You know, when you're doing an Ironman, yeah, there's people around you, but you don't ride with people next to you, right? So it's like, it's this opportunity to build that mental strength. Run tomorrow, long run.